Alright, this is disgusting. Alright guys, we're gonna do a call-in show as we do on Fridays. Have you ever had HPV? Did you know anyone with HPV? What symptoms did you have? While you're at it, HPV or herpes, what are you picking? Gun to your head. Gun to your head. Did you ever confront the person who gave it to you? And have you ever given someone HPV? Call in. Doug MPA, hey.
This is quite the subject. And if I had to choose gun to my head, I'd choose HPV, man. The Herter, I mean,
I think I'd pick it too because it seems like it's like the herp. If you get that, you have to have all the symptoms now. If I get cancer, it's like on average I get it at 50. I mean, women's second half of life sucks anyway. Take me out.
And can you imagine? You're a very active person. Can you imagine if you want to go on a hike or you want to do something and you wake up with the hurt derp in the morning and
give me cancer.
What if you have to ride a bike or something?
Yeah, give me cancer. I'll take that.
Yeah, so HPV, I mean,
it seems like, okay, what are the odds? It's kind of crazy. I was trying to interpret the results, and it's like 3 to 5% of women get it, like abnormal paps. So does that mean 3 to 5% of all women ever, or every year 3 to 5%? And I don't know. I wasn't sure.
Oh, HPV, I would assume, they say most women have gotten it, and I think that I guess most people have it. It's just like, do you have the kind that just goes away on its own? And I don't know, man. They don't test guys for it, do they?
No, because I don't think you guys I don't think you guys can get tested for it.
Yeah.
What percent of women get cervical? That's probably a better question. What percent of women get cervical cancer? Let's see. Ask it, Brock. 1 to 2% in some regions, but it's only 0.6% of women. Yeah, I'll give you the HPV. All right, what percent of women have an abnormal pap smear at some point in their lifetime? Let's see. Oh my God, that's so high. Guess what percent it is?
30%.
75% of women will have at least one abnormal pap smear in their lifetime, according to data from the Women's Healthcare in Amsterdam.
And that smells. That's very smelly. What's up? What game are you playing? GoldenEye. No. Tomorrow Never Dies. Tomorrow Never Ends or some shit like that.
Experienced an abnormal pap. Okay, that's
N64.
That's the thing with STDs. They're never gonna be super honest.
How's it going, Kwamzong?
Because, what's the incentive to be honest? Women are the customer base. Most abnormal results are not cancerous.
Like the video, share with your friends. Don't tell them that I'm a virgin.
Or benign causes.
Thank you.
Many may resolve without intervention.
I'm the 40-year-old virgin, but don't tell nobody I told you that, okay?
HPV's another one of those guys.
Because it's embarrassing to tell anybody that I'm a virgin.
Get the hurt dirt and
Thank you.
HPV, dude. Come on.
Don't tell your friends I'm a
Well,
virgin.
okay, I have a question. I want to think through this a little bit. So if you're really hot, wouldn't they have to be, I would argue that hotter women have lower body counts, but you're fat. So, because if you're hot...
Thanks, pal. Thanks. Don't tell anybody.
Men will wait a long time for a hot chick. They're not waiting that long for a mid. You know what I mean? So to compete, mids are sluttier, I would say. And the PI we had on also agreed with that, because he's like, hot girls can get more resources without putting out. But I would say hot girls are going to bang the chads more. So
yeah, I would. Well, okay, so
I'm just thinking through this, but I want to think through a mid.
Son of a bitch.
Okay.
So the mids,
how about this?
mids are going to get past. Yeah,
award-winning YouTube TV to watch live sports and the latest shows. It's no surprise JD Power ranks us the best live streaming TV provider for customer satisfaction. Get more than cable for less than cable. Get YouTube TV, try it free. Terms apply, cancel anytime.
And gave it to a partner. They said most of the women that got it, it was like not from one hookup because you're only shedding like 20% of the year. So do you know what I mean? If you hook up with a girl once, odds are she's not going to get it. But if you hook up with a girl for 2 years straight, I think the average that I spoke to was about a year of hooking up before they got it. Are you following? So by this logic, the hot girls may be more likely because they would be hooking up with the Chad for a year, or the mid would be, I don't know. I'm just trying to, anyways, what are your thoughts when we're thinking through this?
So, mids are sluttier because they use sex to try to get the achievement, to get the outcomes that hot women get. But then, hot women are only sleeping with guys that have a lot of options.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
So,
that's true.
The guys that have a lot of options, odds are they have more diseases. They're sleeping
dude.
The hot women are sleeping with
less
men, but they're sleeping with the men that have more options and therefore are being exposed to more women.
And they're doing it for longer. Like the hot women.
Should I play another game?
They're gonna, like, the mids will be,
you guys want me to play another game?
Like 1 or 2 nights where the hot women will be with the chat. Like they could hook up with a celebrity for a year, where like a mid would more likely just be like once in a blue moon. Does that make sense? I'm thinking.
Yeah, makes sense to me. And then, okay, how about this question for you, bro?
Okay.
Who's more likely to require a Chad to use a condom? A hot girl or a mid?
I'd say a hot girl. Because she can. Like, I would say the hot girl, but I would say the mid, because the mid wants the genetics right away.
Ah, that's true, yeah. Because she's more willing to do something desperate, like get pregnant by the hot guy, by the Chad or the powerful guy, to be able to stay in his life. And, okay, so.
I don't know. I'm trying to. I could go either way. I'm trying to.
Yeah. I'm just gonna stick to my original thing. I think that
the beautifuls have more.
I think that because they only date guys that smash a bunch of women.
Cool. Well,
I mean, mids aren't gonna sleep with NBA players. Hot girls are, and I'm sorry, a hot girl can sleep with one NFL player or one NBA player, and then get every single STD under the sun all at one time.
Yeah. And the hot girl can go to multiple NBA players. Where the mid, do you know what I'm saying? Like, the hot girl,
they have a chance at one.
Yeah, like take, let's say, Brittany Renner. I would say she was beautiful when she was young. Like, look at all the men she had access to. I would put her at an 8 when she was young. Would you agree or no?
Brittany, yeah.
What's up, Jackson?
Solid 8.
Yeah.
And what this comes back down to is,
well, you like the stream, you like the video, share it with your friends, and then
there's nothing more
tell them that I'm around, tell them that I'm not, don't tell them I'm a virgin.
That could have won, but just
keep that a secret,
It's
okay?
the same as when we
can't be telling people that I'm a 40-year-old virgin. It's embarrassing. Don't embarrass
who was business savvy, never got to open a business, who could have been an athlete but got some girl pregnant and had to stay home and work at the mill or something like that. It's just the waste. For men, it's the waste of potential, and for women, it's the waste of meeting opportunities. The worst.
You got problems, son?
Okay, so.
Is anyone on the line?
Yeah, make sure to like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. We are on our way to 3 million. I think we just hit 25,000. Over 2 million. Make sure to go to pearlinvite.com. It's Pearl's invitation-only learning community over there. If you want to go to the Audacity tab and read one of the Pearl reads, anything before we get into the calls.
Yeah. Also, guys, when you guys come on the calls,
I think you know what we're doing.
Make sure it's on topic. Please don't come on and tell me your life story if it has nothing to do with the top. I hate having to interrupt you guys when you're really passionate about something. It makes me feel like an asshole. So just please don't put me in that position where we just gotta kick you. Probably be careful with those searches. Nothing else can stop you. They might get you for bioterrorism. I know. Do you know what? I look at my search history for these shows sometimes. And I'm like, oh, this does not look good. Older women are now spreading STDs like wildfire because they know they can't get pregnant. I have a good friend who is a scientist and expert in STDs. HPV is no joke, and young men need to be wary. Joe will send him this chat. It'd be great if he could call in. We would love to talk to an expert. Because really, the only guys with the answers of how slutty women are the ones doing pap smears. That is the only men that really know what's going on, and they have to have done it for a decade, in my opinion. The people at the clinics, because no study is going to be overly honest.
What do you think about a male gynecologist and a female gynecologist?
I think I've gone to both before. I just take whoever's free because they're at the same place. But I think when I talk to the guy, he's a lot more, these are the facts, this is what it is, you know, where the woman is more like willing to like I don't know, she's more willing to like, I don't know. I feel like when I was asking about
how's it going, Evo? EV3? Evie?
I felt like
share the vid, share the video, tell your friends. Just don't tell them that I'm a virgin.
Like, are you sure? Like, there's no side effects, and I'm like, I think there's side effects, and I'm just like, yeah.
She was doing when you want to end your membership at a gym or somewhere, they're like, do you really want to end your, are you sure?
Are you sure? Look at all these girls have
Who's sad to see you is going to a female gynecologist, like trying to those unsubscribe buttons on your email. They're sending you junk mail, you try to hit unsubscribe, and they say, are you really sure you want to unsubscribe to this email? Oh man. Okay, let's bring up I used everything before. Papillon Master?
Sure, bring him up.
No, Papillon Master, are you there? I'm probably butchering it. Papillon Master? Papillon Master? Going once, going twice, you're on mute. Put me back in.
Hey, sorry.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, doing just fine. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you, so what's going on? You got HPV or what?
Around 5 years ago, I had a girlfriend, loves her a lot. Something ended up happening. I guess she cheated on me. We broke up around 2020, and about a month afterwards, I suddenly got some little wounds.
No way.
No, it was not. It was not nice. It started itching. I'm like, what's happening? I inspect myself, and yeah, I went a little bit crazy. I went to 3 doctors. They all went like, yep, you got HPV. I'm like, oh, that's great. We're just, and they're all like, no, not even recent, because I'd been like 2 or 3 girls at that point after the breakup. And they go, so how recent is this? And it's like, oh, you got this months ago. You just didn't know it. I'm like, oh.
But the symptom, it was months, not years. That's interesting.
Yeah, no, it took like a solid month. Suddenly out of nowhere, I just started itching a lot. I'm like, oh, I'm fine now, thank God.
What strain it was?
No, because again, you can't test for yourself. All I could do was I had to do the walk of shame, to call all the girls, be like, hey, what's happened to me? Blah, blah. I eventually confronted my ex about that, and that turned into a whole gaslighting experience, but yeah.
You said it wasn't her?
No, I'm almost sure it was her, because I hadn't cheated on her or nothing.
Yeah.
Like, the doctor said, hey, you got this months ago. All 3 of them did. One of them kind of snickered at me when I told him. I had like my reality was kind of breaking down. I'm like, what? And he kind of.
How did you use protection with the other 2 girls or no?
I gotta be honest, I was a bit depressed after the breakup, and I just kind of went into a whirlwind of meat. I didn't really care.
Go right in.
I'm not judging. I know most people don't. Like, I'm not naive. Okay, so How long did you have it till it went away? Did they give you medication? What was it like?
So, my only, well, I went to like the free clinic essentially, and they were like, oh yeah, we're just gonna burn this off. I'm like, okay. They burned it off. Left me with some very tiny scars, but I was overall fine. Like, I was over it by like a month. I felt kind of nasty though, I will say. It kind of gets into your head like, wow, you're a nasty little 304 right now. I'm like, and that's about it. Like, they just burned it off.
And where, sorry, it's kind of awkward, but where, is it towards the top, the bottom? Like, where did they come in?
It was where the condoms did not protect.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. So it doesn't matter if you're wearing a condom. Actually, right after that, I started doing research on like what's the best way to protect yourself, and I came across these boxer briefs that were made. It was a condom plus boxer brief combo, and the whole thing was latex. I'm like, am I really gonna wear this? But yeah, no, it was essentially at the base. That's what the condom doesn't protect, so that's where I got it. And I really should have noticed because she started acting kind of weird in the last 4 months that we were together. She was just being really nasty and mean, and probably should have noticed that.
Yeah, women project a lot when they do horrible things in the relationship.
No, she was nasty. She said things that I kept on trying to mend the relationship, but back at it now, like there really is a point of no return where you're just if you notice something completely off, just get out because it's off. Like your instincts are telling you something. If it's off, just get out. There's no saving it.
Yeah, I agree.
So, how old were you when you got it?
I was 27.
And how old was she?
26 around there. Yeah, no, I was good. Hey, the cool part about this is that if I was really truthful about it with my friends and with the people around me.
At some point, men are just gonna do what it takes to get their needs met. And right now it's like they're kind of looking at what's on the menu, you know. And if the menu has whores, then that's all they can really order right now, you know.
That's so sad and scary.
Yeah,
and also the way that most women treat men in marriage, you're honestly better off gambling with multiple women who will leave than a woman who handpecks you and freaking berates you and emasculates you in a marriage, and you give everything to her and she gives you nothing, and then she walks out the door with your kids 8 years after you've been married.
So I'm actually a stay-at-home wife, and my husband, he's an entrepreneur, he's a multi-millionaire, but when I met him, he didn't have as much, and we have a really great marriage, but it's because I am a submissive wife. But I'll be honest with you, it's extremely rare. Like, all of our friends, the moms stay home, you know. We live in Buckhead, so it's kind of like an upper class community, and they're really, really terrible. Like, they're really bitchy to their husbands, and a lot of them are my friends, and these are women who support Trump. Like, they vote for Trump, right? They say they're conservative, and they're absolutely tyrants. It is so scary. I have one friend who, she stays home and the husband has a business, and she forced him to get her like 401ks and Roth IRAs, and it's like, why do you need that? You stay home. But she has to have her own nest egg, and it just shows me how their relationship works behind the scenes. And it's just humiliating for her husband, but it's kind of crazy how like men just accept that. You know, like, I don't know about my husband's business or anything.
And the sad part about it is you're in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So the fact that these women got married in Atlanta anyway, and the fact that they're black.
Well, they're not black. These women are white.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm mixed. I'm black and Korean, but my husband's white, and most of the wives are white. You know what? I think there was a time when black women were more difficult, and again, my mom is black, so I know for sure black women can be super difficult, but I see now that really it doesn't even matter the color. They just all
What I'm like, black women put the brush on the front end. White women should
exactly, girl.
Yeah,
You're so right.
They're like,
And white
women.
women.
Go ahead.
She's
No,
like that. No, she was giving us game, bro.
Yeah, but I was gonna say that white women just do it on the back end. It's like the whole flowers in the world. It's so sweet.
Yeah,
So,
if you see, I mean, you actually see her profile. Click on, go to her, find her in the chat, and click on go to her channel. And I mean, she's a pretty woman. I'm glad she won. She should be with $1 million. If you see her channel, for sure, she's very attractive. Like, very active. So I'm glad she won. It's just sad that she's surrounded by a bunch of women that want and don't know any better.
actually, I'm coming up across community. The wives are not. I can think of one submissive wife where I'm from. I can think of one, and everyone would look at her like she was crazy because like her husband would tell her no, and she would listen. Like, and I can literally think of one. Like, and I'm coming up across area. Oh wow, she's beautiful.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah, I'm glad. You know what? I saw her for chatting, and I totally got the wrong energy. So that was my fault. I'll have to admit that I'm wrong. Well, come back up whenever you want to, Mylan. Honestly, it's good having you on. We're gonna try medias again. And I think she's half black and half Korean. I mean, come on, she's black. She's in Buckhead.
I agree with her. I think different races can have different strategies, but women are women. Like, black women are just more like aggressive on the front end.
I'm not. I always describe that freaking black women are the worst thing on the planet. Sorry. I have a lot more experience than like a lot of people, and I'm telling you, man, like you can't. I would die on that hill. American, not all, maybe 80% are the worst. No one has worse women to choose from than African American men. Nobody does. Absolute worst. Now, Pearl's not saying that. I'll say it all day.
I don't know. Why do women do like psychological torture? Like it's like a long, slow, steady psychological torture. Black women, you at least know what you're getting up front, right? I mean, it's like the bait and switch. I think we're the best ones at the bait and switch. Although I don't know a ton of Asian women, so, you know, Sean could probably speak to that. Who's better at the bait and switch, white women or Asian women?
White women. White women and have your son turn into a daughter.
Oh, yeah. Remedios, I'm trying you one more time, man. Your audio is connecting. If you don't connect this time, I'm booting you out. Remedios.
Sorry, can you hear me?
There you are.
Yes.
Remedios, how's it going?
Yeah, sorry, my name is Remedios. It used to be my mother's laptop, but my name is Remedios, excuse me. You just my name.
Go ahead. Okay.
Okay, so what's going on? You got HPV or what?
No, I'm really paying attention to the show. I just saw I love your show, and I just wanted to share with you a really different take on STDs. If you wanted to hear my take.
Go ahead.
Wait, on
what? So,
go ahead.
My take is that STDs don't exist. The inventor of the PR test, Gary Muller's prize winner, when HIV came out, he said he saw that people started using his test to test for HIV, and he said, no, my test is not for testing HIV. What are you doing? This is wrong. He said, well, can you show me that HIV exists? He went to a college or went to Anthony Fauci. And he said, yeah, everybody knows that. And he started researching and he found out that there's no proof to prove that HIV exists. And he ended up writing a whole book very much about how HIV doesn't exist. And so he's the Nobel Prize winner for chemistry and the inventor of the PCR test.
I can't understand a word he's saying.
Yeah, the
I'm sorry.
audio's
I'm
got
sorry, man.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Like, it just, you can't, I can't. Yeah. My patience has run out. Okay, so let's let Jake in here. Guys, make sure to like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for everyone that's called in. Your calls make this call-in show very, very, very enjoyable. Jake, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You got HPV?
No, I don't.
You know someone that's got it or what?
Yeah, I mean, it's a story from like a million years ago, though.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead.
On your mark.
All right, so in high school, I dated this girl a couple of times, and it was really weird because we were both from out of state, and we were both from the same city, and we were sitting next to each other in 10th grade English class, and we found that out about each other, and then we went out a couple of times. Right. Well, she ended up breaking it off with me. And, you know, we stayed in touch or whatever. Like, we were kind of cool. I was hurt, but, like, I suffered in silence. And then high school ended, and then MySpace blew up. And, you know, we eventually crossed paths on MySpace. And I found out that she was living in our old state, in our old city again. And she was dating a guy, and the guy ended up giving her HPV when we were 18 or 19, like fresh out of high school.
Wow. Did she get cancer?
I don't think so. I remember she... back then. She ended up staying with the guy. She had a kid at age 20. And then, like 7 years later, when I was 27, he messaged me and added me to Facebook at 4 o'clock in the morning on Christmas Eve.
Okay.
And I ended up accepting, and she sent me a message. And she was saying that, like, you know, she always regretted that things ended between us. And I'm reading this, and I'm like, but you're the one who ended it. And never really even told me why. And then she started, like, talking, like, real dirty and, like, real sexual to me. And, like, telling me that, like, she needed sex. And asked me if I ever, like, go back to, like, our old, like, you know, city, because she was still living there. And I was like, wait a minute, this is like out of the blue. What's going on here? Why are you messaging me like 10 years after high school's over? Like, what's going on? And I was like, because we dated in high school and you broke it off with me after like 2 days. And I was kind of hurt, but like I had to suffer in silence. So talk to me, what's going on? And she was like, well, you know, I have a kid, but like my baby daddy's a bum and he doesn't pay child support. And then I realized that on my Facebook profile, it said where I work, and, you know,
so she was looking for a bailout guy.
I didn't know that at the time. At the time, I was kind of a Christian simp.
Okay.
That'll do it.
And I was pretty open-minded at the time to dating a single mother. I wasn't like looking to do it, but I did kind of allow the church into guilting me into it if the opportunity presented itself. So I was open-minded.
Okay.
But yeah, she, I still remembered the STD. I think I asked her about it, and I didn't know anything about HPV at the time, but that's what it was. Like, that's what her baby daddy gave her. And she told me that she was cured of it.
Okay, well, that's good. Yeah, most of it does clear within 2 years, according to what I read online. So that kind of checks out.
I didn't know that because nowadays I'm on some dating apps, and like once in a while I'll scroll past a profile where the woman will admit to having it, and then they'll also throw in most people have it and don't even know it, and so like you shouldn't discriminate against it. Like it's harmless.
I would say to discriminate, but but I according to what I read, most sexually active people do get it. So I guess that's technically right, according to what they say online.
I got tested last year and I came up clean. So, I mean, like, I haven't had a girlfriend in like over a decade, but you know, I mean, I do date, and most of my lays have been like 5 dates or less. So, I mean, I don't know, like, you've been talking about this lately. And actually, the reason why I got tested last year was because I did have a scare. Like, shortly after a hookup, I got a pimple on my upper lip, and I got all like freaked out and hypochondriac. And
I'm the same way. I know what you. Yeah, better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah, so I went and got tested, and I turned out to be okay. But you just told me, and I have heard this a lot, that most sexually active people have it.
Well, there's no test for men. That's the challenge.
There's no what for men? I'm sorry?
For HPV, there's no test for men.
I listened to like that one caller that you had just a minute ago, and he talked about going to get the blood test. He said IgG and IgM. I've never heard of that.
That's for herpes. But yeah, go ahead.
I got a blood test and it came up clean, so now you're freaking me out again.
No, for HPV, but HPV, you'll be fine. HPV doesn't really, it doesn't affect men as much. Yeah, so it's just like if you have warts or something, then you know that's what you have.
Yeah.
But some strands don't have any symptoms.
Oh, some strands. Eesh.
Well, it's like over 100 strands. So that's what they mean when they say, so like when they say everyone gets it, that's true, but there's only 2 strands that are particularly bad and lead to like, there's more than 2 strands that you can get cancer from, but there's 2 that cause like 80% of the cancers and that you don't want. So
Juan, are you there?
That's usually when they get it, they have one of those strands because they have a symptom.
Edge2991, he's probably listening to the YouTube, so he's like 14, 15.
No, I'm here.
Oh, there you go.
What's your name, Ed?
Edge2991.
Okay. Edge, you got HPV?
No, but a long time ago, I was dating this mom, right? And I was a total dick, but whatever. She told me later on after she dumped me that she had HPV. So I got really worried. And during that time, I was really like broke. So I went to a sperm bank to get a free STD test. And I was hoping like, you know what, whatever. At least I'll find out if I have it or not, and they'll just they'll like reject me from donating sperm. And I found out that I'm totally clean, and then they ended up taking me. And then they donating sperm, and then they ended up testing me every 3 months and every 3 months to make sure that I was clean. And yeah, it's pretty much it. And I'm grateful that I don't have anything.
Did she end up getting cancer or no?
No, not that I know of, but she was trying to get pregnant again, and I feel really bad that she was not able to.
Oh, because of the HPV? Possibly,
but I just felt bad about that. I mean, I don't know, maybe I got lucky, but I'm not sure if you can still get it without protection.
Yeah, well, men are more likely to give it to women than women to men.
That's interesting. Okay.
So I had no idea that if you wanted a free STD test, all you had to do was go to a sperm bank.
Yeah, you can do that in New York. Like the worst they'll do is reject you.
Men will always find a way to get what they need to get done, won't we?
Yeah. And they test you every 3 months, and if you come up dirty, then you have to pay back all of the money that they paid you for each deposit, because you signed a contract.
That's I was like, that's kind of nice. Is there an egg